Hello students, today we're going to be learning about something called the Lattice Algorithm Method. This method is going to help us with our addition problems. I know that when you see the word Lattice Algorithm Method, it sounds like it's going to be something difficult to learn, but I promise you it's not going to be difficult. This is only to help you. If you like to use this method and you understand it, you can go ahead and use it in your addition problems, but if you don't, that's also okay. We can teach you other problems, other methods that can help you with addition problems. So first we're going to start out easy with our first problem. We're going to have 17 plus 28. Our first step in our lattice algorithm method is to identify our largest number. In this case, it's 28. And then see how many digits our largest number has. So 28 has 2 digits. So we're going to draw a big rectangle. And then our rectangle, we're going to split it into 2 boxes because our largest number has 2 digits. So then we are going to do a diagonal. This is our next step, a diagonal line from our top right corner to our bottom left corner. And then we're going to do the same for this one. I want you to remember that this box belongs to our ones place and this box belongs to our tens place in our addition problem. So let's add. First from our ones place, 8 plus 7 plus 8 equals 15. So how are we going to write this in our boxes? So as you see now, we split our boxes into 2 sections, right? This bottom section is going to be our ones place, and this top section is going to be our tens place from the addition that we did here. So 8 plus 7 was 15. So we're going to write our 5 here because, 15, our 5 is in the ones place, so it's going to go in this section of our box, and then our 1 is in the tens place, so it's going to go in the top section of our box. Then we move on to our tens place right here. 1 plus 2 is 3. So let's write out 3. So we have a 3 in what? In our ones place. So that goes in our bottom section, remember? 3. And then we have nothing in our tens place, so we're going to put a 0. Now our next step is to put our, wherever we have diagonal lines, we want to do little groups like this. And I like to draw these circles around so our numbers are separated. So in this group, in this circle, we only have the number 5, right? There's no other number, so we bring down the 5. But in this circle, in this group, we have a 3 and a 1. So we're going to add these 2 numbers. 3 plus 1 is 4, so we're going to write 4 down here. Then here we just have 0, so we're just going to bring that down. So our answer is right here. Our answer is 45. And that is how to get the answer to this addition problem. So 17 plus 28 equals 45. We're going to do a second problem. And this one's going to be a little harder. Our second problem, we're going to have 134 plus 18. 134 plus 18. So what's our first step? We look at our biggest number, right? And see how many digits it has. That's going to help us split up our rectangle into however boxes we need. So our biggest number is 134, and it has how many digits? 3 digits. So we're going to split up our rectangle into 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. So again, this box belongs to our ones place in the addition problem. This box belongs to our tens place. And this box belongs to our hundreds place. Now we're going to draw our diagonal lines. Remember, top right to bottom left. So let's start with our ones place. What is 8 plus 4? 8 plus 4 is 12. So remember the number 12. This 2 is in the ones place. We're going to draw that. We're going to write that in our bottom section. And then this is our tens place. That goes in our top section. Now let's move on to our next number. That's 3 plus 1, which is 4. And then 1 plus 0, there's a 0 here. 1 plus 0 is just 1. Then we must separate it where we have our diagonal lines. Just like that. Now, we just have 2 in this group, so the 2 is going to come down, and then here we have 4 and 1. So what do? We add those numbers. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 0, that's 1, and then here we just have 0. So what is our answer? Our answer for this problem is 152. 134 plus 18 is equal to 152. Now we're going to do another problem that's going to be a little harder, but I know that you guys are going to understand it fast. So our next problem is going to be 532 plus 490. So we see our biggest number and figure out how many digits it has, and that's going to help us split up our box into how many sections we need. So our biggest number is 532, and it has 1, 2, 3 digits. So we split up our rectangle into 3 sections. All right. And then what do? And then we draw our diagonal lines from our top right to our bottom left. Just like that. So again, we always start in our ones place. So we're going to add 2 plus 0 is just 2. So we're going to write 0, 2. 9 plus 3 is 12. So we're going to write 1 and 2. 5 plus 4. What is 5 plus 4? That's 9. So it's going to be 0 and 9. So what is our next step? Our next step would be to separate it into groups, right? So let's go ahead and do that. 1. There we go. Here we just have a 2, so what do? We just drop the 2, bring it down because there's nothing else we can add it with. Here we have 2 plus 0, that's 2. 9 plus 1 is 10. But we cannot write 10 here. So what are we going to do? We're going to just write our units down here, and we're going to move our 1 from our tens place up here, okay? So let me repeat that again. So 9 plus 1 is 10, but we cannot write here 10 because only the ones digits go on here. So we put our 0 here, that's our ones digit, and we're gonna move our tens to our next group. So that's where we put our 1. So then we do 1 plus 0, that's 1. And what's our answer? We have our answer 1, 0, 2, 2. What number is this? 1022. That is our answer. So 532 plus 490 is equal to 1022. So this problem might have been a little difficult to do, but using the lattice algorithm method, we were able to make this problem easier, because sometimes these numbers can be a little too hard to add, but these numbers here are easier to add and help us figure out our problem. Help us figure out what the solution is. So the solution to this addition problem is 1022. I hope you guys understood this lattice algorithm method. If you have any more questions or anything, you can always leave a comment below on this video. Thank you for watching.